All right, you guys, part 5. Hope you guys are enjoying so far.
Part 15 of surviving prison. So this video is not going to be long at all. I'm just going to give y'all a little bit more insight. I'm getting ready to go wash my hair and get ready for bed. So I was at FWRC, the reception center, when you first come in. I had them played spades, beat the girl ass about 2 times or whatever. And she was upset and a sore loser, ready to fight because she ain't really want to pay her coin. So I'm just like, hey, you ain't got to pay me nothing. Actually, you can have this, you can have that. Like, you can have my shit because I'm not trying to get in no fight, y'all. Like, I really want to go to work release. Like, I've been waiting for a long time. My sentence coming to an end. At this point, I got like 17 months. No, I didn't even have 17. I think I had like 15 months left, actually. So I'm getting ready to go to work release. You can have this shit. So she was like, oh, I don't want your shit. I don't want your shit. But you tried me. You cheating. Cheating? How I'm cheating? Because I beat your ass. I'm cheating. I beat your ass twice. And I cheated both times. Might I add, child, when people know you getting ready to go to work release or getting ready to get released, they start shit anyways. They be wanting to fight. They be wanting to, you know what I'm saying, get into it with you because they know, like, you finna get ready to go. And that's going to stop your time or you going to have to stay. And she probably had some more time left or whatever, but I don't know because I didn't really get into her business like that. Yeah, I did have my sister look people up, though, because them people used to be lying about what they was in there for. But, yeah. So somebody came in and intercepted the confusion or whatever and had to kind of like, you know, broke it up like, hey, y'all don't do that. It's just a game or whatever. She offered to give you such and such. And she said you ain't got to pay her. So just, you know, let that shit die down. She's another dyke. So now you like, oh, okay, I'm cool. I'm straight or whatever. You don't want to fight. But now you trying to holler. Oh, my God. Like, how you want to try to fight me and then holler at me? Make it make sense. So at this point, I'm kind of like, damn, is she gonna want to fight me if I tell her, like, I ain't on that gay shit, like, I don't go that way? But I had to let her know. I had to shoot her down nicely. I was like, you straight. Now, y'all, I'm trying to be nice because this is not me. Like, I really want to, like, go in. But I'm, like, trying to go to work release. So I'm like, hey, you know, you straight or whatever. It was a misunderstanding or whatever. But I didn't cheat. You know, I'm being nice. Put my soft girl voice on and shit. But I'm just like, ugh. In the inside, I'm burning up again. But I told her, I was just like, I don't go that way or whatever. She was like, what way? What way you talking about? I'm like, I don't go that way. Like, I don't go with girls. She had the nerve to say, oh, could have fooled me. Look like you love to lick pussy. I said, I do. Oh, my God. Does I look like that in person, or do my ID badge look like that? She said, nah, you look like you suck a mean clit. Oh my God, I was so offended. Like, I was really offended because, like, I've never done that. I would never try it. Like, so I was just like, I laughed it off and I was just like, no, I don't do that. She goes to say, well, it's the first time for everything. Shit, you know, some of these girls ain't never been gay, but I done turned a couple of them out. So I'm like, nah, I'm steady saying nah, but I'm laughing too because, like, I really don't want her to, like, get upset, like, because I can't lose my work release. But now I'm finna get mad because, like, bitch, stop trying me. I don't lick pussy. I never suck clit, none of that. Like, I don't do that. And I'm tired of saying it. So I was like, again, like, I was like, nah, watch out, man. Like, I don't do that for real. Like, I was like, I got an old man. Like, I don't do that. I was just like, I'm strictly dickly. She eventually left me alone or whatever, and she was just like, oh, okay, you know, she was like, you know, trying to be cool with me, like, friendly, but I don't even want to be friendly with you because I don't even want you to get the wrong idea and think that you can turn me out because it ain't that. Luckily, like, I'm counting down the days because I'm like, oh my God, I got like I think I had like 3 more days left. Like, oh my God, like, I got to get the fuck out of here. So that Wednesday came, I end up, you know, they knocking on my bunk, telling me to pack it up. I had nothing to pack up, baby. Like, I'm ready. I'm going with this, just this. I don't need nothing to pack up. Besides my paperwork, I don't have anything to pack up. I left the girls everything else I had that I hadn't got the canteen for that week and let that be it. I was so ready to get on that goddamn bus. So I ended up going to, like I said, Tampa. It was Clearwater. And it was a really big facility or whatever. I got there. We had to go through orientation. The first thing I wanted was my cell phone. I'm like, hey, did my box come? Like, the lady like, hey, pipe down, hold up. See, that's where y'all mess up. She was a mean lady, too. It was a mean old black lady that ran that work release or whatever. So she was like, that's where y'all mess up at. Y'all first get here, y'all thinking y'all finna use the phone. You gonna use the phone, but you ain't gonna use no cell phone. You gonna use the office phone to let your people know that you're here. That's it. I'm like, rare. Like, okay, calm down. But seriously, like, she was doing too much. So I ended up calling my mama. She was so excited. She was like, oh, you made it. I'm so happy. I looked on this website. It's saying you in transit, but it won't tell you where you at. Mind you, when you are moving, it doesn't tell you where you at. It say you in transit, but it don't say where, because it's a breach of security if they say like where you, because your people can break you out or whatever. But I was at work release and I was so happy. So I finally had to made it, y'all. Y'all ready for part 16 or not? Here's part 16 of Surviving Prison. So I had done made it to work release. Yay! So yeah, like I said, I was in Tampa, Clearwater or whatever. So I was there for about a week and a half before I could leave the facility to go look for a job. Now, we had ankle monitors on. Oh my God, the worst. The ankle monitors was so huge. They were so big. I never had been on house arrest or nothing like that, so I'm scared. I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna be able to get in the shower with this shit on? Like, is it gonna electrocute me? Like, I was just so stupid and scared. But I was like, fuck that shit. Like, I'm on a free world. Like, I was excited. So you in a room with like 5 other people, because it's like 6 to a room, each room. So once I got my paperwork done, signed up or whatever, my box hat done came. So I had my cell phone, cute little clothes or whatever, shoes, just makeup, free wear makeup, perfumes, just everything I asked for. The sugar daddy had it in there. So I'm getting ready to go on my first outing, which was the DMV. So it was a group of us that we had to go to the DMV. Now, mind you, when you're getting ready to go to stuff like this, like the DMV, if you're not going to work, if you're going to like something important like the Social Security office or DMV, something like that, you go in groups. And when you leave together, you come back together. So here go the first bullshit. We get to the DMV and it's like 5 of us. And one of the girls decided that she want to call her boyfriend or whoever the dude was that she was talking to up there or whatever to come pick her up. Already ready to get in some shit. So I mind my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? If she get picked up, that's her. But then the second thought I'm having, like, well, that lady said that we all got to come back together. So I hope she ain't finna leave. So I goes and asked her, I was like, hey, girl, you finna go? She was like, hell yeah. Like, we all should go. He got a truck. He'll be able to fit all us in there. Let's go. Shit, I'm trying to go smoke. Smoke? You trying to go smoke some weed? You on work release? Knowing them people randomly drug test us, randomly alcohol test you. Like, why are you trying to get in trouble and you're just getting here? So I'm looking at this bitch like, girl, I'm not trying to fuck up my work release. I'm not trying to get sent back to prison. No, I'm good. And matter of fact, I'm trying to now, because I done changed my ways. I done changed my, how I move or whatever, because I don't want to go home the same person. And I know my mama is so tired of being disappointed in me. Hell, I'm tired of being disappointed in me. So I'm trying to tell her like, nah, I don't think that's smart of you. I think, do the right thing. Like, sis, you just got here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you don't got that much time left. Like, just, hold out till you get home. Child, the first thing this girl, now mind you, she wasn't even at the same prison I was at, but she like, oh, I heard about you, child. Do the right thing. Weren't you the same girl selling cigarettes on the compound where you was at? Oh, you the one to talk? I'm like, yeah, I did, but you know what I'm saying? I done changed my ways or whatever, and especially like, I done made it this far to work release. I don't want to fuck it up. I don't think you should fuck it up, but I'm going to chill and let you do your thing. She like, thank you. So, of course, you got some bitches that do not have a mind of their own. Follow the leader. So she got 2 girls to ride with her. Like, they literally got in the car and rode with the dude. So me and the other girl, we like, oh hell no, like, let's get back on the bus and get back to the center. We gets back to the center. The lady over the center like, hey, where the rest of the girls? I didn't want to snitch on nobody. I ain't say nothing. So I was just like, I have no idea. I think they were still at the DMV. Once me and her was done, we got on the bus and we left. And she like, they still at the DMV. I thought I told everybody to make sure they come back together. And I was like, well, they was out of sight. I didn't see them. So I didn't want to be late coming back because we were on the time frame. So I was like, I didn't want to be late coming back and get in trouble. So I just, once I was finished and she was finished and I didn't see the rest of them, I just came back. So I've ripped the lady like, oh, something don't seem right. Oh, something. I'm just like I said, I didn't see them. So I just came back. Mind you, these girls so fucking dumb. We are on an ankle monitor. So therefore, you can be tracked. Duh. When I say they so dumb, so she ended up pulling up the records or whatever, tracking them down or whatever, and no, she seen that they were moving in a car, because a bus, and I'll tell you, a bus ain't going 60 to 70 miles per hour. They just not doing that. So your dumb ass should have told the dude, if you were going to sneak and do that, you should have told the dude to drive like 40 miles per hour like a city bus would do. Got me? Because mind y'all, we can't get in any kind of cars. Like, we can't get in an Uber, taxi, or nothing besides the city bus. You can't have nobody pick you up, none of that, or you violate. And it was so crazy because I think I was like 31. Yeah, in my 31 years, I had never caught a city bus ever before. So I was just like, this is so weird. Like, but the same time, it was just like freedom. Like, I just felt so free. And when I was in that DMV, y'all, I was over there looking at people weird as fuck, like real humans. Like, I was just so happy. Like, the fact that I was locked up, I felt like I had been locked up for like 6-7 years. But I was just so happy to be free. Back to the girls. So they end up getting cased up or whatever. And when they brought their dumbasses back to the center, the lady was already standing there like, y'all might as well go ahead in y'all room. I already done called DOC to come pick y'all up. Y'all might as well go ahead and pack y'all shit up. So the girls like, oh, trying to plead their case or what happened or whatever. So I'm getting ready to go to the dinner hall to get ready to eat dinner. Now, I hear one of the girls over talking. Now, I keep saying, I think God is really testing me. Like, he keep putting me to the test to see if I'm going to pass. Because first, I almost didn't make it a work release because of the girl at FWRC about the spade game. Remember? Now, I overhear this girl while I'm eating saying, oh, I'm sure that pussy asshole Cierra told. She was over there trying to preach to a bitch talking about, oh, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that. She probably can ran her ass right back in here and told. I mean, selling out bad, old fat bitch. Oh, I should. When I see that hoe, I'm going to knock that hoe on her motherfucking face. So I'm hearing this, but I'm just like, here go the shit. Like, people want to keep fucking trying me. Like, I ain't got too many more tries in me. Like, I just don't. But I know at the same time that it's God testing me. He want to see if I'm going to pass. And at this point, I'm praying and telling God, like, listen, God, you don't got to keep testing me. Because every time you test me, I'm going to pass with flying colors. So stop the test, okay? So another girl hear it or whatever. She like, hey, man, don't pay that shit no attention. You done made it this far. You in work release. You doing the right thing, man. Keep doing your thing. Don't worry about it. Them hoes finna go back to DOC anyways. Don't worry about it. But at this point, like, a bitch ain't finna sneak me again or none of that. So I'm just like, I'm getting on point. I'm just getting ready and like finna be on point, because I'm just like, this bitch talking about when she see me, what she gonna do? Like, and at this point, I really don't want it to happen, but I gotta be ready for whatever. But you know, it's always the loudest in the room be the scariest in the room. Child, I want to dump my little trash and whatever, and I walk right past the girl. Do you know the girl ain't say nothing like, pussy asshole, you told on us, or what's up? I mean, nothing. Silent. Nothing. So I'm like, okay, God, I see you. You put me to test. That was a test. I passed it. Thank you. I passed. Hey, y'all. This is part 17 of Surviving Prison. So, y'all, this point I'm at work release. Excited. I done went to the DMV. I got my ID now. I'm eligible to go look for a job. So, being at work release, you kind of got to find a job quickly. Now, only job I'm used to working is like at like call centers. Well, I was like call centers and stuff like that. Customer service. So, mind you, that's where I'm at. That's the mindset I still got. Like, oh, let me go get, a customer service job. I done forgot all about that. I'm a felon now. Like, I'm a convicted felon, girl. You is not finna get no customer service job. Like, now, I ain't gonna lie. Certain customer service jobs will hire you. I know that now. But, like, when I was in work release, I was getting denied left and right. I got denied so much, too. I was there for, like, almost 3 weeks. And the lady at the center, the owner, she basically was like, hey, you gotta find a job within a week or you get sent back. Because you only have, like, a month to find a job. I was like, oh, hell no. Like, I can't get sent back. So now at this point, I'm gonna work anywhere. I don't even care if I work at McDonald's at this point. So I ended up finding a job at Wingstop. Y'all, when I tell y'all, that was like, Wingstop was probably like Prudential Insurance, all state to me. Like, it was just something like I was cherishing at the moment. Like, I was so happy them people hired me. I didn't know what to do. When that lady told me I was hired, I was like, okay, when can I start? Child, she had done gave me my uniform, shirt, and everything. I haven't worked fast food since I was like 15 to 16 years old. Like, I couldn't believe that I was gonna get ready to work at Wingstop. Child, when I started Wingstop, I was the best employee ever. Like, they probably knew I was in work release or something, because the way I was greeting them customers and just so happy to go toss them wings like that, baby, like I ain't never had a job before. Okay. I was so happy to be able to leave that center. Y'all don't understand. So, the earliest you can leave the center is about 7 a.m. and the latest you can be back is 11:30 p.m. I tried to stay away from that center as much as I could. I ended up getting a second job. at a hotel. Child, I used to leave early in the morning, 7 a.m., and I used to come back at 11:30 p.m. So I would leave, go to the hotel from 7 to 3. After the hotel, I would leave at the hotel. I would get to Wingstop at maybe 3:30, 4, something like that, to close, which is 11:30 for me. Child, I was hustling hard. Like, I was just so happy to be in the free world to, like, I had to get 2 jobs because I never want to be at the center. I was working. Now, I didn't work at the hotel that long. They end up not firing me, but just letting me go because they had too many people. And so when they had too many people, they had to let the last person go, which was me. And plus, I didn't care for the job, but I did it because I was just like, I want to be away from the center. But being a housekeeper, that was not for me at all, okay? Hell, neither was the fast food, but it was better than being a housekeeper. At least I got to see more people, interact and stuff like that. I was meeting people. I met this guy that I'm still cool with or whatever. He was from Clearwater or whatever. I'm still cool with him now to this day. So I met some good people while I was working at Wingstop. So I would go to work every day, come back or whatever. I hated on my days off. Like, I was telling the people I wanted to work every day. They used to be like, well, you have to get some days off. We can't put you on the schedule every day. But I want to work every single day because I wanted to leave the center. Child, on the days that I was at the center, you know, I just chilled around the center or whatever. But it was nothing to do. Like, a lot of people went to work. So it was like, you know, it's kind of boring. But you still get visitation when you're in work release. You get visitation, people get to still send you money, and you get more money there than you did at the prison. So, y'all, this is when the sugar daddy, like, he kind of came in handy a little bit because you get furloughs. Now, you do have to be there at least 3 months before you can get your first furlough. Now, the sugar daddy hadn't signed up or whatever to be like my designated driver or whatever for this particular furlough. He did have to get approved and whatever. But, child, y'all think I was embarrassed for him to come to that prison. Child, when it came to work release, I wasn't embarrassed at all. He signed that furlough, baby. We went shopping. He took me to the mall. We went out to eat. Like, you have like a certain amount of hours. Your first furlough is like 4.5 hours or so, and it progresses as, you know, as the months go by. So it's like 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. And you got to have your phone on you at all times. They got to have the person that's picking you up phone number, so they will call both phones, like, to see, actually make sure that you're at the place that you say you're going to be at. Child, you couldn't tell me nothing with that old white man, baby. I thought that was my man for real. Taking me shopping, we going out to eat, you know what I'm saying? Just living my regular life. Like, baby, you couldn't tell me nothing, okay? And honestly, you couldn't tell him nothing either. He really thought I was his lady. Like, he was, like, ready to show me off, like, calling his, like, homeboys, I guess that's what you can call it, and was just like, hey, yeah, I'm with my girl. I'm getting ready to take her shopping and blah, 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 blah. I didn't mind. I was so happy because spend your coin. Yeah, do that. I'm your girl. So it wasn't until this one point where he wanted to marry me. Like, he thought I was going to marry him. He wanted me to get out of prison and marry him. And when I told him no, like, I wasn't ready for marriage, he was like, what are we dating for then? I'm only dating for marriage. Like, if you're not ready to marry, then we're going to have to cut this off. So, like, I'm like, oh, my God, like, I don't want to cut it off. Like, the money was too good. He's spoiling me. You know what I'm saying? I need all this right now. But I'm not going to lie. I did have to end up ending things with him because he was getting way too serious. And I just felt like this was going to be some type of lifetime movie ending or something like that. And sometimes when you play with people too long, you end up getting hurt. And I didn't want him to, like, you know, really look me up because stuff be public records. And I didn't want him to look me up and end up finding out, like, when I did get out, I didn't want him to find out, like, my address or, you know, any of that because I had already lied to him. I told him I was from Orlando. So I didn't want him to look me up and then, you know, try to come harm me or anything. So my greed had to just, like, suffer because I didn't want to get hurt. And at this point, I'm kind of like turning over a new leaf. Even though I love the money, even though I wanted his money and I love the shopping sprees and blah, 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 I still, kind of felt bad. I was just like, oh my God, I'm really using this man. Like, okay, Cierra, enough is enough. But we ended things or whatever. He ended up, not reaching out to me anymore. He didn't, turn my cell phone off or anything like that. Because he couldn't turn the cell phone off because he actually purchased the cell phone. Like, he brought it all the way through. It wasn't on a contract or anything like that. So I was able to keep my phone. He ended up changing his number on me or something like that, because one day I needed some money. This was like 2 months after I stopped talking to him. I needed some money, and I tried to call the phone, and it was just like, dun, 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 the subscriber you have reached. I was like, oh, he changed his number on me. So he probably went back to the Prison Pal website or whatever and got him another little inmate mama or whatever. So at this point, y'all, I'm desperate. Why? I don't know, because I had money. Like, I was just being greedy. So I reached back out to the other sugar daddy, and I let him know, like, hey, I'm in work release or whatever, what can you send me? Wrong idea, because now he want to get back close, like, oh, I miss you, baby, or whatever, and still trying to send $75 and $100. Don't nickel and dime me, baby. I'm in the real world now. I need real money, real coins. Like, what's up? He couldn't send no real coin because he said he had a lot of shit going on. So I politely blocked him and did not speak to him again. The real tea is, once, I had my phone or whatever, I used to be sneaking on social media while I was at work and stuff. So once I get on Facebook, y'all, Mr. Eggplant finds out that I'm in work release. Like, he see I'm on social media, so he like, reach out like, oh, what's up? Like, oh, you out? And I'm like, no, I'm in work release or whatever, what's up? And so he like, oh, like, hit me up, here's my number, blah, blah, blah. Child, I don't know why I hit that man up. I had no business talking to him because, mind y'all, he was married. So I had no business reaching back out. But I did.